apologies. I think I got disconnected there. Anyways, um, as I said, I have a lot of plans for the future. Thank you. Um, I have a few things coming in today. Cameras, makeup, and oh boy, makeup cream. I think I have ordered some walkie-talkies, but I had planned to come next week, but we'll see what happens there. Walkie-talkies seems like a fun idea with the nieces and nephew. Excuse me. But yes, as I was talking about there's a whole Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial. Personally, I'm on Johnny Depp's side, but it's kind of like a big he said, she said situation. And we'll guess we'll see what happens in a couple weeks. I personally am always wondering what uh, Amber Heard's side says because she doesn't want to be seen as the victim, but that seems to be what her side is aiming for. Like always saying, like, well, yes, but she did this, this, and this. She withstood all this stuff that's going on with Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp's side, I don't know there's a whole lot of blaming going on, and I mean, pick your side, I guess. As it stands for the I guess voting, unofficial votings. I think 2% was on Amber's side and like 98% was on Johnny's. So we'll see what happens there. But definitely that's happening. That's what's going on. In other news, Sykkuno is part of YouTube now, which is exciting. I would love to be on Twitch, but there's so many people on Twitch. Well, like over inundated by streamers every now and then. And it's hard to, I don't know, find a spotlight on Twitch. In addition to, like, I think that a lot of the people on Twitch are like VTubers, and that's partially why I'm going with the VTuber route myself. I'm gonna have a next week. I'm gonna have a debut and all that stuff, but we'll see what happens when that happens. And I guess that's the situation as it stands. We're talking about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. We're talking about VTubers. Um, Another thing on my channel on Twitter that commonly occurs is not only VTubers, but of course Corp's husband, and he's just taking over the world as he does. And in addition to that, I would say that I have a lot of like music that I would love to promote. This is kind of like segues into what happened this week. I covered Foo Fighters all my life, I think, and that's available on YouTube if you want. I can link it below, of course. And then on Tuesday, I wrote a blog on just like everything. I think I focused on. I wrote down some ideas for what I was gonna write about, but I kind of didn't take that. I was like, I should talk about like Call of the Void and stuff like that. But I went to a whole different way when I was writing with the blog, of course. But of course, I will always do blog posts. Um, Music, I will always try and cover or do original songs on Mondays. And Wednesdays, I wrote down yoga, but I'm also doing anime. Today, I should write that down. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi, thank you. Let me double check that. I think it's Natsume. So that's it. So. Natsume Yujincho. I'm on episode 9, but I've definitely, probably either tonight or even next week, finish that whole episode, all those episodes. He has a lot more episodes in there, and if I want to do Natsume Yujincho, but definitely that's thing. I also wanted to get into Spy Family, and of course there was what was it? Oh my gosh, what's it called? No, 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 no. Oh, the next one I was like getting into was Trapped in a Dating Sim. So that is also on the list of I'll probably go and watch all 12 episodes one day at a time. Wednesday I've designated as the anime day, but whatever happens, I think I watched like 3 episodes yesterday, so I probably will finish all the episodes eventually. And of course, I think Natsume has a lot of chapters. So I started with the Natsume Yujincho, and that was an interesting one. I like that. That was that was nice. I liked it. And I probably get into chapter in a dating sim as well. And I think there's other ones too that I always have a bunch on my list. Natsume Yujincho, chapter in a dating sim. The world of Otome games is tough for mobs. And next on my list, I have Spy Family, Fruits Basket, School Babysitters, Tokyo Revengers, Tack Top Destiny, Battle Game in 5 Seconds, Wakakozake, My Sweetheart, Love is Like a Cocktail, Jujutsu Kaisen, Vanmaru, The Night Beyond the Tri-Corner Window, which looks, oh my god. There's also a Denki Guy, new game, Comical Psychosomatic Medicine, The Fruit of Evolution. Before I knew it, my life had it made. Miss Vampire Who Lives in My Neighborhood, which oh my gosh, I'm on episode 9 of that one. I should probably finish that one too. Fully Cooley, Ladies vs. Butlers, Banana Nya, Kimi ni Todoke, From Me to You, Given Drama, The Fruit of Grisaya, Psychic's Princess, Parasite the Maxim, Koi Kimo, Vasco does not do a bunny go, which I think I finished already actually. Vasco D, Classroom of the Elite, finished that one too. Went to Girlfriend, finished that one. Angels of Death, Noblesse, The Awakening, um, Magical Magica, another Daiketli. There's so many. I could go on a long time just like naming all the anime that's on my list that I have to see. But I think Dakota Dating Sim and Natsume Yurincho are the ones I want to focus on. Um, there's also the Miss Vampire that is in my neighborhood is also on the list that I want to finish, but I'll do that when I get to it. I just recently assigned Wednesday as the day to see all the anime titles that I have on my list, so that could take a long time to do. That being said, also in addition to uh, anime on Wednesday, also yoga, and even today's Thursday. I also have a list of things I want to get done, but it's like, hmm, it's kind of like on Wednesday I assigned yoga or whatever. So I guess I could like film when I do yoga, but it's kind of like when I have exercise time on Monday, Thursday, Saturday. Do I film that? Do you want to see me do sit-ups and push-ups and squats and all that? Like, like I guess I could do that. I mean, if you want to watch me exercise, I mean that's the other situation is that do you want me to film that on YouTube? I don't even know if that's what I should do, if I plan to do that. It's a plan. Wednesday was also a day to explore things. So I was doing stuff like learning Japanese or Korean or all that fun stuff. I think the most recent thing I added to my to-do list on Wednesday would have been to learn sign language, which all sign language I need to know is this. But uh, I think the sign language took a giant backseat when I acknowledged the fact that if I'm using sign language, the child has to know sign language too. So I mean, when the child was doing something, we assigned like what they wanted from what they signed, and I'm like, okay, but also at the same time, I don't think they acknowledge. I can't. I don't think we've acknowledged the fact that I don't think they know what they're saying. Like I figure, like when we speak in a language, they have to know what they're saying and we have to know what they're saying. And the fact that when I did it, I was like, oh, well, no, we'll learn what he means. But he doesn't know what he means. So now I'm more like, why am I learning sign language if I have to teach him like, okay, to do this, this is what it means. It's like, what is the point? um, I'd rather take a huge step back, learn Japanese all over again, learn Korean all over again, and have all that going down. My Korean is still like I still have to go to Korea. Oh my gosh, I still have to go. I still have to do all that stuff, but there's a whole little to-do list of like, oh my gosh, I have to do this, this, and this. I think that learning Japanese and Korean took a giant backseat with the whole COVID stuff. And it was like, well, if I'm not allowed to go to Japan anymore, why am I learning Japanese? If I'm not going to Korea anymore, why am I learning Korean? Um, we always have the internet to conversate over, but it's still like, but I want to go to the country it originated from, so I don't know. And I mean, the whole sign language thing was just big. Well, if I can do that, we could conversate and we know what each other meant and what each other was saying. But I'm also dealing with a 1-year-old that barely knows what they don't even speak English, to be honest. But it's definitely interesting. That also being said, I would love to um figure out the Twitch thing. I'm on there sometimes. But yes, as I said, Monday I have music, Tuesday I have vlogs, Wednesdays, Thursdays this, hi, and Fridays social stuff, which I mean, it's kind of hard to make do with like what social means, but it's like trying to beg me a man kind of situation. So I mean, all that's going on. I think I'm mostly sleeping on the weekends, but I do have some things planned. Every week I have a different thing planned, and and uh Saturday is actually the day that I'm going to get pierced. As I said, I'm getting my nostril and tragus pierced, and that's gonna be fun. Next week, uh, I have to phone them. I'm probably gonna phone them tomorrow, but I'm doing hair removal on next Saturday. But of course, I have to phone them and plan all that, you know. And that will be the funnest, most fun time ever. Just gotta double check what I'm looking at. Okay. I find it interesting that like if I'm speaking languages, there's language of music as well. So I'd play like guitar or whatever one wants to do. I have a violin though that I could learn how to play, which I had was going to learn how to play online, but I don't know. I might learn how to play that next month. I'm not sure if I can actually learn how to play it properly, because everything is well, I have to probably learn how to play it properly instead. You know. In addition to that situation, I don't know. Oh yeah, I mean, what happened yesterday was a big thing. I was called in for like subbing, I suppose you could say, for a daycare, and that was fun. I'd love to do that more often. Um, it's kind of like the whole biggest idea ever was that if I needed to fall back on something, well, now I can actively become an early childhood educator. I only have my assistant's license, but if I can find a job and I can fill up all the rest of this stuff, I could get the full ECE, and then I'd be, I guess, a life of children. But the thing is, that when I look, I only find IT jobs, and I'm not a huge fan of IT. Um, IT is good to have under your belt, but yeah, I would prefer 12 and up, you know? But of course, finding a position in that age range is kind of not fruitful, and I think I'd have to have more. education under my belt, I believe. So, yesterday, yeah, it was Wednesday, I think. Was it Wednesday? It was probably Wednesday. I did some daycare stuff. So I was with another person and we were doing daycare stuff. Although it's interesting because now it's like a lot of people are not in the daycare scene. I think that the majority of children now is like, oh, they're out with COVID or whatever. And I think that COVID is a whole different topic we could talk about. And I do believe that my brother told me once that we're all gonna get COVID at one point. I mean, I guess so. I have to think about that one really deeply sometimes though, because it used to be a giant scare of COVID and whatnot. And it's still not a thing to like look at lightly. But I don't know. Um, my COVID scare was when I got the immunization for it. And the thing is that when I was at the what do you call it, the child care center, they wanted us to wear masks or something, and I was like, "But I already have all the shots, man." But okay, whatever. I'll wear the mask. I'll play your games. But yeah, it's like I have all the shots. What do you want from me? Even if I have the shots, though, like I can still get it, but it wouldn't hurt as much. Although when I had the second shot, I think it wasn't as good as it could have been because I had like reactionary stuff from the shots, and I basically went through the whole cycle of like um having COVID, I guess, because that's what happened. I was like sweats you can't stand, you stuck in the washroom all the time. It was not a fun time. I did make a vlog about that I almost died and all that. But after that, I got the what's it called? It was the other shot. You have the 2 shots, and then you have the shot on top of that, and, that's always fun, having all the immunizations, but I'm totally vaxxed up, triple vaxxed, all that fun stuff, but it's like, "Okay, now what?" I only got the shots because I was like, "So can we move on from all this craziness," you know? But I it's not that easy because it's like, I would like to take the vaccine because I want this all to be over with, but who knows? Is that all it takes is just getting the vaccine and let's move on? Because it's not just me just having vaccine because people still react negatively towards it, and there's so much hysteria about the vaccine and the illness altogether. It's not a fun time. 100%, I agree. It's not a fun time. But if I take the immunization, will that make everything, all the bad stuff go away? I mean, that's the only reason why I would take it or get it done. And I have so many. I don't have knowledge about how many tests I personally have because I think that if you're over 60 or something, you can get free tests to tell you, oh, do you have COVID or whatever. And I don't have it because I'm not over 60, but I think we have some in the house. And I think that it's kind of like because I come from a family of educators that we are aware of like, oh, yes, I have COVID or whatever. Because you take the test, you spit in a tube and then it tells you stuff. And yeah, I mean, I know that my other brother told me that have the, I shouldn't play with the test because I don't know what I'm doing or whatever. Um, which I guess is fine. I don't know. Because I mean, like, do you spit in a tube? Like, how do you? I don't know what's going on. I just know that unless I like that, if I stay home, it's better for me than if I go out all the time. I remember volunteering. like last year or something, and the children, I mean, children in general just cough, cough, sneeze, sneeze, and everybody gets sick all the time, anyways. So it's not like necessarily that they have the disease, but I don't know, they don't know how to properly cover their mouth, I guess. I don't know. Um, Even yesterday, people were sneezing, and they would be like, maybe you shouldn't sneeze. Cause I mean, like, even I would like kind of joke like about COVID, because that's kind of like the joke we have sometimes. People have is all like, "Oh, COVID," but I don't know. It's different now. I wouldn't joke about that in the workforce because it's not a funny thing to do. But it's important, I think, for children to cover their mouth all the time and just be wary of the fact that they could be spreading the disease. The disease seems to be like fluid though. Like I think that we used to have like the disease as being something else. It used like, oh, it's I don't know. Oh, it's any other disease in the past. And the disease this time, disease of the day is COVID, and it's just what we're dealing with now. The fun little thing that we have, a joke everybody has, but like, oh, COVID. But in actuality, it's like not funny because of the actual fact that has savagely ripped apart our healthcare system and all the stuff that I don't want to necessarily get into because that requires a lot more research than I can put in at the moment. But yes, personally for me, my and is allergies because my whole family is full of allergies. We're allergic to everything. I remember my dad, he had the like runniest nose and he had like a handkerchief and stuff. And he would have allergies. If he would cough or sneeze or whatever, he would tell me it's allergies. But yeah, that's a whole different thing that I could talk about though, is it's weird with my niece and nephew. Like my niece. Hondo would always be saying, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy," and I'd be like, and even because like I mean, I think my nephew is pre-verbal, so I don't know if he necessarily is Daddy, but um my niece says Daddy all the time, and I'd be like, okay. Can I say that about my daddy? Where's my daddy? That's what I want to say almost. Like, where's my daddy? I want to ask where my daddy is at, you know? Of course, if you saw my video on losses in my life, yes, my dad passed away in October. So that's a whole thing. Like, do you want me to get into that? How I'm not with my dad anymore? So it's kind of like I don't know what I want to unravel that wound, but that's something. Tell my niece that though, by the way. Oh, because I have my energy drink, I should be doing sit-ups, push-ups, and squats. Oh my gosh. And all of that is cumulative, by the way. By the way, I think I do 10 to 20 of them every other day. So then I can add that all up and say that I've done like 100 a month or whatever. But yes, back on the energy, energy train, I suppose you could call it. Energy. But that's definitely something I have to do for the day. So it stands. I don't know. I think because I have the energy drink going for me, I should do that eventually. I'll probably do that today. Sit-ups, push-ups, and squats, so I can get all the muscle groups in order. That sounds like a fun time, honestly. Um, but yes, this is also a stream about the future because the future is like right now at this moment. I have just a lot to talk about, I guess, but the future would be more like if I get the creams in, those are like because I want to put cream on my face, for example, so I don't have the wrinkles or whatever. And there's the I got a camera so I can do the VTuber thing, and that could be fun. I have ideas. I have on Twitter released some models, I guess you could call it, models of potential VTuber assets I have or that I could be. But that's also like, I mean, definitely I'll announce it on Twitter for certain when I have everything down to a science about what VTuber model I'm gonna be and all that fun stuff. But it's like a lot of people are all about a lot of um what do you call it? Big groups of people. It's popular to become a VTuber, so that's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna become a VTuber too because all my friends do it. If all my friends do it, I guess I do it too. And hmm, the other one would have been oh my goodness. Hi hi hi. Hi hi hi. Oh, I see. In addition to, I think it was actually today. I have to check honestly, but I don't know how to bring a camera with me. I've got walkie-talkies and piercing stuff. Um, I said in the titles that I was gonna do the modeling thing, but the modeling thing I'm probably gonna do tomorrow, where I fix myself up and I do modeling poses and I'll do that and post it on OF probably because I already posted on Instagram today. So there was that. And I also, yeah, I think it's just like piercing stuff and then the walkie-talkies I got, which I thought was coming next week, but I guess not. Um, that could be fun. I think the walkie-talkies are more like something interesting for my niece and nephew. I think that they would have a kick out of it. So of course I got it. Oh my, of course I got it. Actually, I wrote this down. All the things that I am. Hmm, I just thought another thing that I am. Oopsie. Sorry, Han. Oh yeah, the oldest writer. Let's see. So there's this, and then there's. I'm gonna make something out of this, honestly. I'm a vegetarian, gamer, bunny mom, musician, artist, aunt, daughter, writer, childcare worker, YouTuber, and the list goes on. I'm making a list of like all the things that I am, kind of, because it's also this one thing that we had talked about is if you look at big picture, you're like you're a person, but you're also a daughter or a brother or an aunt or an uncle or you're your job, like you're a teacher, you're all this fun stuff. I guess I should put on there that I'm a weeb, but I don't whatever. I don't know if I truly trust that or not. Um, I love that idea though. Oh my gosh. And also like be like, I'm a brunette person. I'm a brunette. I am a brunette. Natural brunette. I'm also a kitsune. But yeah, daughter, aunt, gamer, unsponsored gamer. I am unsponsored, clearly. I'm unsponsored. I don't know if I can say like exercise freak or whatever, but I exercise like other people. What is your job? What is your role? What is your purpose in life, basically? So I was writing down everything that I was. I'm a Gemini. I am a Gemini though. And all this fun stuff. All this fun stuff. If you've heard of like in your family, what's your name in your family? What's your name in the groups that you see yourself with? Like with AFI, my name is Trent. What are we talking about? We're talking about Dave Matthews Band. So I don't know. I'm a warehouser. Like, what are we? What are we? What are we? Uh, AFI. There's Tackler back there. There's Shiny back there. There's like list goes on and on and on. And basically, what is your identity? Is what I was looking into. To be honest, or to throw that down too. Um, Looking at this because I wrote down in the general sense of things that I am a gamer. I am a gamer, but I also have. I don't know if you can see this. Should I say that I'm a photographer? Because I am. Uh, I could say that I'm a photographer. But I'm also like I have this on my laptop. I also have Navi as well, and I don't know what that's called though. I am a player of Legend of Zelda. I don't know, but definitely all that stuff. Fun stuff like I'm a lover, not a fighter. What are you? What are you? Basically. Um, Definitely at the end of the day, I am an artist, and every day, as long as I'm creating things, as long as I'm making things, I'm satisfied with things. Um, I also wrote on there that I was a bunny mom, which I am. I think in half an hour or less, I have to go and get my bunnies and chill with them because they're the cutest bunnies in the world. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. They're so cute. Anyways, but yes, I'm a bunny mom. Um, when I say piercing fanatic, I am a tattooed person. I am a lot of things. Natural brunette. A natural brunette who's a dumb blonde sometimes. That's well, not to perpetuate that, but it's kind of true. um. Anyways, I have a whole. I don't know if it's posted or not. I did do a video beforehand. I don't know what happened to that, honestly, to be honest. But definitely that's there, and that means I've been online for a long time. I have also here. What was I gonna do? I have Fall Guys here. I think I'm gonna might get into Fall Guys. Usually, I mean, for streams. I'm usually doing like talking about life and junk. But if the winds blow me in that direction, I could become a gamer online. Usually I do game offline. I posted, I think it was recently, like an hour or so ago, I posted. Usually, like when things happen in the game, I do a screenshot and I'm like, boom, and say stuff like one of the things that was so fascinating about Legend of, not Legend of Zelda, but Binding of Isaac. I'm playing Binding of Isaac Rebirth, and certain things that they do or agree upon. Like today it was Dr. Manhattan. If you know Dr. Manhattan, um, that they do Dr. Manhattan in Binding of Isaac, and before that it was Sally Face. I don't think that Sally Face is necessarily what they meant, but there was Sally Face there too. Um, so every now and then, I don't necessarily have to play it, but I do post it on my Twitter. And today's call was Dr. Manhattan. If you know about Dr. Manhattan, uh, that'd be sweet. If you knew Dr. Manhattan, let's try and figure out what universe is that from? I think it's Mhm. I think it's mobile, is it? Um, he is a member of Watchmen with Alan Moore and whatnot. Definitely Watchmen. You should totally give that comic book a read. If I'm not a gamer, I'm also a fan of, you know, comic books. So comic book geek, if that counts for anything, I would totally member of that. I don't know if it's called a there's so much stuff I can go on and on and on about, but I think I'm just gonna call it here because as the time is telling me, I have to go get my buns that are outside, and they want to come inside and just chill with me, and we'll just chill, and it's gonna be a fun time. Oh my goodness! But yes, definitely that was fun. That was my fun little online dumping of life and what's going on. What happened this week? Foo Fighters, nice. Although I heard things about the Foo Fighters online that I'm like, okay, uh, big things. But I did do a cover of All My Life. I have other things like I looked at other songs I'm gonna do like OAM and other ones that oh my gosh I should actually tell you. I mean secrets are secrets, but my goodness, I could easily tell you everything. La 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 la. So Everybody Hurts by OAM. I was also gonna do Man on the Moon, which I think Man on the Moon is also OAM, right too? I have a list. I always get like a song in my head. I'm like, I should play that song. So I guess the next one would be Man on the Moon or Everybody Hurts or something. I don't know. We'll decide that on Monday as per usual. And I think tomorrow actually I have written down in my emails that I'm going to do some banana muffins. Probably not going to do anything more than like a photograph for it on like Instagram or whatever. But that's always something. And that's another thing that I can create and creation be awesome. But yes, I will do the banana muffins tomorrow. I will also do I don't know, I think I was chilling tomorrow in general. Well, tomorrow's social day, so gotta go back into the field, I suppose. And then the day after, on Saturday, the 21st, at like 3 o'clock, I'm gonna get pierced. So that's gonna be a fun time for me. I don't know. I'm probably as per usual gonna post it on Instagram, and we'll see what happens when that happens, which is just the usual, getting a few things done that I've already had done. And I will see you guys when I see you guys. I think tomorrow I will actually probably be doing some photographs for the modeling stuff that I do. And that's gonna be on I do believe it's OF. So I'm probably gonna post it on OF and maybe a few straggle on the Instagram. Who knows? We'll see. And as it stands, I have to go get the buns because the sun's going down. Although at the same time, sun goes down like 10, 20 minutes, so I'll get the bunnies in before then. But I would talk in your ears off as long as it takes. I will probably see you guys when I see you guys, and do this again next Thursday, where hopefully don't have any issues on the web stuff, which I had today. I don't know if it's gonna work out because I did post something for 20 minutes before this, and we'll see what happened to that. I don't know if that's gonna post or not. But yeah, definitely. We will see you. I will see you guys when I see you guys. See you guys next Thursday for certain. Monday, I'll post again another song. Tuesday, another vlog. Wednesday, we will see what happens. And Thursday will definitely be here live streaming on this channel. And as it stands, you'll see me on Instagram if you're following, and Twitter in general at lovexlyrics. All the links are down below. I will see you when I see you guys. Love X Lyrics. Bye.